Hey everyone, my name is Riley, and in this video I'm going to show you how much you can realistically make with a credit repair business. So I will be breaking down the numbers, showing you how much you can charge per client, how long you will usually be keeping clients for, the expenses that go into running a credit repair business, how to scale, and everything else that you need to know. So jumping right into this is from my own personal experience of running my own credit repair business and generally other things that I have seen in the industry. So right here, we have the average pricing model. And with this is going to be when you're first starting out. When you build your credit repair business up, and if you build yourself up to have a huge social media following, you kind of have the elite status of somebody who really knows what they are doing. You can charge a lot higher than this because clients know for a fact that you're going to get them results. When you're first starting out, of course, you are actually going to get results for your clients, but you kind of have less trust. Although you are going to have some level of social proof, if you have 3,000 followers on Instagram, you can't charge as much as somebody who has 300,000, right? So when you're first starting off, you can charge an average of $100 to $150 per month per client. And then an optional thing that we have down here is going to be a setup fee. So this is essentially the onboarding. When you bring somebody on, you can charge an initial $50 to $200 plus the monthly fee for that month. And then every month after that, you're going to be charging them $100 to $150. What I would say is definitely for your first few clients, your first 5, 10, maybe even 20 clients, I wouldn't be bringing a setup fee into this. You need to make sure that you have social proof. You need to make sure that you have results before this. But then after that, this is a really nice way just to boost your earnings with each client that you bring on. Now, the typical retention per client in a credit repair business is going to be between 3 to 6 months. This is industry average, but what I would say is you can definitely extend this. The reason that this is industry average is because within 3 to 6 months, you have usually boosted somebody's credit score to a place that they are happy with. But something that I have found really, really useful is what you can do to extend this retention time is you can drop this monthly fee. And instead of having a monthly fee to actually build their credit score, which is why they came to you, you can charge a lower monthly fee to maintain their credit score at the level that it is at. So I'll just add this in here. What I would say is monthly fee, and you can charge $50 to $100 per month for this. So looking down this, just with the monthly fee per client and the typical retention, each client is going to be worth around $300 to $900 in lifetime value. The $300 is, of course, if you charge on the lower end, $100 per month, and they stick around for 3 months. And then the $900 is on the higher end if they stick around for 6 months on $150. So now we have some realistic income scenarios. When you're first starting out, the basic starting point, when you have 5 clients, you're going to be making around $500 to $750 per month. With this, 5 clients is really not hard to do. 5 clients with still very small social media channels, just putting YouTube videos out there, putting Instagram Reels out there, Facebook posts, and even with under 500 to 1,000 followers per social media account you have, you can easily get 5 clients just through social media. Now going up, when we push and scale towards 20 clients, in this area, you're going to be making $2,000 to $3,000 per month. So this right here is a really strong side income alongside your 9 to 5, or this could even be considered a part-time business. Moving up to 50 clients, this is where you really have the potential to quit your job if things are going well and you're confident that you can keep up with this. Because with 50 clients, you'll be making $5,000 to $7.5K per month. Now with this as well, I should actually add this to expenses because we are of course going to need freelancers / employees. At this level, at 50 clients, I wouldn't be hiring employees yet. I would do this all through freelancers. But at 50 clients, this is where you're going to want to be thinking about potentially hiring some help, either on the marketing side, somebody to pick up the phone and reach out to affiliates. And I'll explain a little bit more about affiliates later on. Or you can actually get them on the client-facing side. They are dealing with clients. They are sending out dispute letters. But at this point with 50 clients, if you want to service everybody and you also want to continue to grow, you're probably going to want to hire some freelancers or employees. Then at this level with 100 clients, this is where you are really starting to make quite a substantial amount of money, between $10,000 to $15,000 per month. And this is, at this point, this is what you would consider an agency level operation. And you are definitely going to need some outsourcing at this point. With this, I would even say you could outsource both the client facing side, the back end, and also the front end marketing. And at this point, you can kind of step away from the business and take a higher level overview of the operations that are going on. So you will be needing to build systems and automations to make sure that the business runs smoothly. At this point, you can definitely scale past 100 clients. There are many credit repair businesses that are making well over $10,000 to $15,000 per month. But at this point, your socials really need to be sharp. You need to be bringing in followers and leads every day. And affiliates are also going to be a huge help here. So now moving down in the expenses to expect. And the awesome thing about a credit repair business is the expenses are super minimal. And you also have monthly recurring revenue, right? Because as I say, each client is going to be paying a monthly retainer. So you can build this up month over month over month. And the expenses that you have are still going to be super low. So with the expenses to expect, this is a non-negotiable right here. Credit Repair Cloud is absolutely necessary to run a credit repair business. This is how I got started. This is how I actually learned about credit repair. I set up my entire business and I still use it to this day. To show you what Credit Repair Cloud is, I have a demo account right here. And what we can do is we can go over to the client area and we can see 2 demo clients that I have set up. So we can go into the sample client right here. And this is how Credit Repair Cloud works. So we can see over time, and ignore the dates are a little bit messed up right here. But essentially a client is going to come to you with a pretty terrible credit score, as we can see right here. And then we are going to be sending out dispute letters to the credit bureaus to get marks removed and tighten up their credit score. So that over time, over the space of a few months, as we can see right here, their credit score is going to increase. So we can see a rundown of their credit score over time. We can see the dispute statuses, how many are positive and with which credit bureau this was, how many marks we have had deleted, how many are currently still in dispute, and so on and so forth. Now, what Credit Repair Cloud also allows us to do is, if I just pull this up, you can see that the client portal is going to be private label. So the awesome thing about this is when your clients log into the dashboard, this is going to appear like this is your own software, right? It's going to have your own branding, it's going to have your own logo, it's going to have your own colors, and it essentially turns Credit Repair Cloud into your own software on the client side of things, right? The reason for this is because if clients logged in and they saw Credit Repair Cloud branding, they would think, like, what is this? Maybe I can just go to Credit Repair Cloud myself and they can bypass your credit repair company. But if everything is private labeled, this looks like your own software. It's really sweet. So it's pretty easy to set this up. We just go into my company right here. And then when this loads up, we go down to the client and affiliate portal. And in here, you can set your own logo. We can go to the portal theme and choose the portal colors. And the reason that clients are going to log in is they are first of all going to see all of these statistics that you see right here, but they will see this on their side. And you can also set up certain client tasks. So these are all set up on autopilot by Credit Repair Cloud. We can click into the welcome step and we can see a video right here that they can watch explaining what this is and how to use the portal. We are going to ask them for their digital signature. So of course we can attach this to the dispute reports. We are going to ask them for their ID, address, so on and so forth. And if we need any more tasks of them, if we need them to do anything else, we can add this in right here. We can also add team tasks. So this is on our side, either a reminder to yourself or for your team. So we could go, for example, and say that we need to send a dispute out on this date, and we can add this in right here. Now, another very important reason why you will need Credit Repair Cloud is for billing and payment. So with a credit repair company, these are notorious for getting shut down by all of the popular payment providers. So if you try to run a credit repair company and you're taking your payments through Stripe or PayPal or Venmo or Zelle or any of these options right here, they're just going to shut your account down because they don't like credit repair businesses. Credit Repair Cloud have their own payment processing. This is what it looks like right here. So you can send out invoices. You can choose whether you want to bill your client monthly via an invoice or whether you just want to take the money monthly right here. And we can see like how much they are being charged a month, how much they have been billed so far, and so on and so forth. So this is another reason that I highly recommend you get Credit Repair Cloud. On top of this, they also have a full letter library. So this is going to prevent you from having to hire a lawyer to actually go in here and file dispute letters. So as you can see, we have all of these letter templates, validating debt, reporting identity theft, and anything that you are looking for, any negative marks that you want removed from your client's credit report. We can search it up here and we will be able to find a letter for that. So all we would do is go into the letter right here, customize this a little bit with the client's name and address, add their signature, add a little bit of information about our client's situation, and then we can send this out with these pre-written letters. Another thing that I will touch on, I said I would mention this earlier in the video, is going to be affiliates, and this is such a powerful way. Essentially, if you want to scale past 100 clients, this is absolutely possible with social media, but you need pretty big social media channels at this point. With affiliates, this is a beautiful way to do things, but you need to be prepared to pick up the phone and dial and cold call. Essentially, how affiliate works is, as it says right here, affiliate partners are other professionals who refer new leads and clients to you. They are often mortgage brokers, realtors, or auto dealers whose businesses depend on having clients with good credit. So essentially, let's say somebody walks into an auto dealer, they want a new car, but their credit just absolutely sucks, so they aren't going to get approved. What you can do is you can make a deal with these car dealerships or these realtors or these mortgage brokers where they will send you these clients that have bad credit. And then you can either make a deal with them where you will pay them $100 to $200 for every client that they send you. Remember, if we pay them $100 on the front end, we're still going to be making $200 to $800 with the lifetime value of this client. Or you can basically just say, I will build up this person's credit, and then once the credit is built, they can go back to you and they can now purchase what they originally wanted to purchase. So affiliates are super powerful. When you have 30, 40, 50 affiliates that are sending you leads, you can really start to sign clients every single day. And this is where you can really scale up past 100 clients. Now, to get started with Credit Repair Cloud, what I would recommend is if you just go straight to the website and sign up right here. This is just a standard 30-day free trial. But what I will do is I will leave a link to the web class. This is the exact web class that I got started with for my credit repair business. And the link in the description will take you to this screen. So with this, we can sign up for the free web class. And this is run by the person who owns Credit Repair Cloud. And he shows you exactly how to set up a credit repair business, how to sign clients, how to do absolutely everything. And the awesome thing is, he doesn't hold back at all because he's not trying to sell you a training or a program. The thing that he's selling you is the software itself. And this is a monthly price, right? So if you don't have a successful business, you're just going to cancel. If you do have a successful business, you're going to keep paying for Credit Repair Cloud. So with this, you get access to the free web class right here. You also get the 30-day free trial, and you also get a free book, which is the ultimate guide to growing a credit repair business. So that is going to be the first expense right there, and that is Credit Repair Cloud. Now, the second expense is a website or a landing page. With this, you can do this for free on Credit Repair Cloud. This is another reason I recommend this. If not, if you don't go with Credit Repair Cloud, this is going to be around $30 per month. Now, marketing and ads, definitely don't do this at first. This is going to be something that you want to bring in when you're around 50 to 100 clients already. The reason for this is because chances are, if you have never run ads before, you're going to lose money at first because you just don't know how to target, you don't know how to set up ads correctly, you don't know how to really write ad copy in ways that sell. So you want to have a little bit of cash to burn when you are first running ads, but oh my word, are ads scalable. When you actually get this to work and you can start landing clients for $100, so you would maybe pay for an ad, right? And let's say you go for ads right here and you pay $100 per client, and the lifetime value is $300 to $900, maybe even more if you have a big social media following and you have that social proof. Ads can be really powerful and they can get you clients every single day. So if you have this mixed with your social media channels, mixed with affiliates, this is how you can really scale your credit repair business to multiple six figures per year. And then of course, another expense is going to be freelancers and employees. And you can find fantastic freelancers on Upwork. If we go to Upwork right here, you really don't need to be hiring professionals that already know how to do this. What I would recommend is you can sign like $2 to $3 per hour VAs from the Philippines, $2 to $3 per hour VAs from the Philippines. And with this, you can literally get people who have no idea what they're doing, and you just want to create training for them. So what you would do is you would create videos and say like, this is how you create dispute letters. This is how you reach out to affiliates. This is how you are going to edit my social media content. And you can train these VAs yourself and have them for super, super cheap. So this is what I would recommend when you are getting started. And then eventually you might want to go into actually hiring employees as the company grows. So the tools that you will need is, of course, Credit Repair Cloud. You also need a messaging software, and this is how you are actually going to contact your clients. What I would maybe add here as well is you also might want to have something like Zoom so that you can jump on calls with them. So this Zoom is how you are actually going to sell the client on your service. And this is also going to be for client check-in calls. This is a fantastic way if you do client check-in calls to keep clients around for longer, because you can tell them, look, this is what's going on. This is how much longer we are going to need to get your credit score to 700, 800. So Zoom is definitely necessary as well. With the messaging software, I recommend using Slack. You can put people in a Slack channel, and this way you can message the channel, you can message them individually. Fantastic, fantastic tool. And then Zapier. Zapier is an integration tool, and this is what you are going to use to connect up Credit Repair Cloud to your messaging software and also to Zoom. So the final takeaway is you don't need hundreds of clients if you just want this as a small business or something to replace your full-time income, but you can scale this much higher if you really do want to make this a life-changing cash flow business. 20 to 30 clients can replace your full-time income, and the big thing to do is focus on results, referrals, and simple systems in order to scale your business. So that is a breakdown of how much money you can make with a credit repair business. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to smash that like button and tap that subscribe button. And until next time, take it easy.